story?
I am now.
Excellent. Not so very long ago, there lived a young princess called Snow. Her loving parents, Queen and King, did not deny her anything.
Their only child must have the best, and so Snow White's every request, a toy, a pretty dress, a pet, all Snow asked for, she would get.
You may think that this royal child could have grown up spoiled and wild. But her parents were not greedy. They used their wealth to help the needy. As monarchs, they were generous, fair, and taught their daughter how to share.
Overindulged but kind, not cruel, knowing that one day she'd rule. It was the young princess's dream to give her subjects free ice cream and make sure all the girls and boys throughout the land would have nice toys.
So far, our young naive princess has lived a life of happiness. Loving family, plenty, laughter, but they won't be happy ever after.
One winter, Snow's mum caught a chill, fast becoming very ill. The finest doctors in the land were summoned at the king's command. No matter how they tried, they couldn't save the queen. She died.
In shock, Snow White could not believe her loving mum would ever leave her. The king too sank into despair, too deep in grief to see or care what the loss did to his daughter. He could not comfort or support her, and so this angry, grieving child went off the rails, became quite wild. She started taking drink and drugs and hanging round with local thugs.
Dad, I'm going out.
Uh-huh.
I'll be with some of the girls, and some of the boys will meet us at the club. I'll be home by 3, okay?
Yes, dear, that's fine.
We're gonna get hammered and do some drugs, and afterwards we'll go get a kebab and a tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Dad, are you even listening to me?
Yes, darling, have fun.
So after the tattoo, I'm gonna go to the Wicked Witch's place so she can turn me into a frog, and then go into the forest to fight the big bad wolf, and then fly home on a magic carpet.
Have a lovely time. Home by 10, there's a good girl.
Ignored, Snow White went out irate. Meanwhile, the king had got a date.
They had a pint, went for a walk, stayed up all night to talk and talk. The king had not enjoyed his life so much since he'd lost his wife.
They shared a special meal he'd planned. He reached across and took her hand, surprised her with a dozen roses. Surprised her with a dozen roses.
Is this the part when he proposes?
He knelt down with a diamond ring.
Marry me? Oh, yes, dear king.
too. A naughty laugh, a lively mind, and most importantly, she's kind, with a brilliant sense of humour. Her wickedness is just a rumour.
She sounds lovely. I wonder who would start such dreadful rumours about such a nice lady.
Well, it was Snow White.
But why?
Keep listening to the story and you'll find out.
Princess Snow was most dismayed when she was asked to be bridesmaid. She watched, heartbroken, devastated, while the whole town celebrated.
Isn't this lovely? Tell me, Snow, do you think this would look good here?
Whatever.
Starting their new married life, the king adored his loving wife. But by marriage she'd become not only queen, but Snow's stepmum.
Snow White, dinner's getting cold.
I am not eating that.
Snow White,
What?
turn off that dreadful music.
What music?
That racket you're playing.
It's off!
And while we're having this conversation, you can stop being so rude about my cooking. Turn up on time for dinner. Stop leaving your things lying about for me to trip over. And don't think you're going out dressed like that.
Brush your hair and clean your shoes. No swearing, mind your P's and Q's. Snow White's resentment just got stronger as the list of rules grew longer.
She looks sad today.
She does.
Are you all right, dearie?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? I just don't know what to do with snow.
At the end of each long day of giving Snow White her way, of tantrums, tears, selfish demands, alone at last with head and hands, concerned with justice, not with beauty, she wondered if she'd done her duty.
Each night she questioned her reflection, wrestling with her imperfection. The queen would ask in her despair,
Oh, mirror, am I being fair? I just don't know what to do with snow.
She's a brat. Send her to bed without any supper, or find her a good boarding school.
But she's grieving. She's so young, and I'm sure she only acts the way she does because she misses her mum.
That's no excuse for rudeness. Her behaviour is outrageous.
Perhaps she would respond to a little bit of kindness.
Yes, she will be queen one day, and I expect her to grow up properly. But the more I show her the right ways to behave, the worse she gets. Oh, it's clear she doesn't want me around here. I wish we could be friends, but I don't know how to get through to her.
Ground her. and stop her pocket money, or send her to work in the kitchen. That'll show her.
Wait a minute. When I heard this story before, the stepmother was wicked, obsessed with being the most beautiful woman in the kingdom, and jealous of Snow White because she was younger and prettier.
No, dear. That's just a rumour, probably started by Snow White herself. These youngsters do post the most dreadful things on social media. When her stepmum talks about being fairest of them all, she means doing the right thing, not being pretty.
Oh. The problem is, this grieving teen perceives her new stepmom as mean. Since the former queen died, Snow White had no maternal guide. Her stepmom thinks she's gone wild. But this lost and lonely child, ignored and noticed by her dad, is not trying to be bad.
Love is what Snow White craves. The way she dresses, talks, behaves is all a cry for his affection, not naughtiness needing correction. Her stepmom has not understood. Unless Snow's loved, she cannot be good.
Now I get it. The new queen means well, but perhaps she's not going about it quite the right way. She could be kinder and a bit less strict, but she's not really that wicked, is she?
No, that's just the way Snow portrays her on social media.
Oh dear.
Why are you always so mean?
Why can't you keep the place clean?
You criticise how I look.
You never eat what I cook.
Why can't you just get off my case?
Your room is such a disgrace.
You say my music is just noise.
You date unsuitable boys.
What have I done to offend you?
I just want to befriend
You
you.
make too many rules. Why am I not good enough?
You break too many rules. I'll never be good enough.
You take Dad's attention and make him neglect me.
What you do shows that you don't respect me.
You're just an intruder.
You couldn't be ruder.
You'll never replace her.
I don't want to replace
You just
her.
don't belong here.
Can't we get along, dear?
I hate you. I'm leaving.
Is this all because you're grieving?
Frustrated, tearful, young Snow White fled the palace late at night. She ran away fast as she could and disappeared into the wood.
As she moved further through the trees, Princess Snow felt more unease. The hooting of a tawny owl, a rustling noise, a distant howl. Fearfully she spun around, startled by each forest sound.
It's less than 2 meters behind you.
What? What is?
The monster.
What? What monster? Don't be daft.
It's behind you.
Oh no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh no, it isn't.
Running wildly through the trees, a frightened Snow fell to her knees. Exhausted, overcome with fear,
A cabin. I can hide in here.
She tried the door, and in she crept, ate, then went to bed and slept.
When they're feeling ill,
I stack the shelves, I take
goes my slave through the till. I empty bins into my truck and send it to landfill.
I teach the kids to read and write and necessary skill.
I bring the post right to your door from Poland to Brazil.
I'm a king again and I'm okay. I work all night and I work all day. I'm a king again and I'm alright. I work all day and I work all night.
The home where Snow had gone to hide was already occupied by 7 men, all rather short. In her sleep, Snow gave a snort.
Which gave the 7 dwarfs a fright. They turned around and saw Snow White.
Hang on a minute. I thought you said there were 7 of them.
Yes, well, there are. But as we're in the middle of a pandemic and we're not allowed more than 6 people together indoors...
Oh yes, we are.
Oh no, we're not.
You can if they're a family or already a household.
Latest guidelines from the Downing Street's Rosemary Time Committee. Groups of more than 6 will be permitted to meet indoors from next Thursday, as long as each person wears an item of blue clothing and one member of the group keeps a spare.
I think it's dead.
No, it's just sleeping. It's just sleeping.
You see, they're fine. They just needed a squirrel.
All right, smarty pants. Anyway, they're not all here at the moment. Sneezy is quarantining in the shed in case he's got the virus.
Achoo!
But sneezing isn't a symptom of coronavirus.
Oh, he's got a cough too. And Doc is working crazy hours at the hospital, so he isn't often home at the moment.
What is this?
It's a teenager.
Yeah.
How did it get in here?
I think Dopey must have left the door unlocked again.
It's asleep. Shall I wake it up?
Oh, go on then, go on, go on.
Oi, teenager! Wake up!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know anyone lived here.
What are you doing in our house?
Oh, please, you've got to let me stay. See, I've run away from my wicked stepmother.
What makes her so wicked? Is she a witch?
Probably.
Did she try and poison you?
Did she lock you in the tower?
Well, her cooking's pretty awful, almost poisonous. And she did ground me one time for coming home late. So yes, she did lock me in a tower. Oh, please, you've got to let me stay. I just don't know what to do anymore.
The dwarves adjourned for a debate. Should they offer to accommodate this young intruder, Princess Snow, who claimed she had nowhere to go?
Is it your line? I think it's your line.
She broke into our house.
Oh, but she's desperate. She hasn't got anywhere else to go.
That's her problem. I think she's just exaggerating.
You don't know that.
We interrupt this pantomime to bring you the latest coronavirus information from the government's organa.
I thought it was the Sage Committee.
It is on Wednesdays. Different herbs for different days of the week.
Oh.
Groups of more than 3 may only meet indoors if every member of the group is wearing a mask and everybody's name ends in the letter Y.
Oh, right. Okay. Grumpy.
Shorty!
Sleepy.
Bashful.
Bye-bye. Bye.
My friends call me Snowy. That ends with a Y. Oh, please, can I stay?
All right, we could be a bubble.
Only to the end of lockdown.
But you'd better put this on.
Oh, thank you so much.
New information from number 10. Amidst concerns about rising coronavirus case numbers, the Basil and Tarragon Committee have just announced that all households of more than 3 must dance the coming year. Every hour, on the hour, on Tuesdays.
What day of the week is it?
Tuesday!
The R number is dropping. The S number means diddly squat. But the Yorkshire Tea number is now alarming 6 cups a day. The revised guidance from the government's margarine committee is that all work should be carried out. As case numbers fall, the Parsley Committee have judged that it is safe for staff in the construction and hospitality industries to return to their workplaces.
Off we go.
Bye-bye, shall we?
The Dwarves got overtime, not furlough. Snow slept in, ate snacks, drank Merlot. She lay around and made a mess, a contrast to their busyness.
Day and night the dwarfs were working, and Snow annoyed them with her shirking.
Has she been like that all day?
Yep.
Has she even moved from that chair in the past week?
Only to get food. Our food that we bought.
Yeah.
Hi guys!
Hi.
Oh, I'm starving. Do you want any crisps?
Oh, yes, please.
Go get stuck in my mouth a minute ago.
I know. Yummy, yummy.
Oh! Where are all the crisps? And the cookies? And the chocolate? And the whole kitchen is a mess. Who's in charge for the dishwasher this week?
It's Snow White.
You live in a won't work, she's got to go. Oh, missy girl, oh, Frida girl, and a grateful little girl. A lazy girl with sprinter snow. If she won't work, she's got to go. Oh, messy girl, oh, Frida girl, and a grateful little girl. She just makes no contribution, and there's only one solution. If she won't work, she has to go. Hi ho hi ho hi ho hi ho ho. If she won't work, she has to go. Hi ho hi ho hi ho hi ho ho. She has got to leave today. At this house, no delay. If she won't work, she has to go. Hi ho hi ho hi ho hi ho ho.
What?
You, yes, you, have eaten all our snacks.
You never do any washing up.
You've made a terrible mess of our house.
You don't clean anything.
And you never cook us our dinner.
You are lazy and ungrateful.
And we want you to leave.
Now!
Oh, please, no. I've got nowhere else to go.
Well, that's just
Right, now, hang on. She's desperate. She's in a very difficult situation. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and it'd be almost impossible for her to find anywhere else to sleep or live. But Snow White, if you are going to stay, you've got to promise me one thing.
Oh, yes, anything.
You've got to pull your weight around here, and you can start by clearing up this mess.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's dinner time.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't. That's funny, isn't it? Was that funny? That's so much for Grumpy being grumpy. I've got something for you, Grumpy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got something for you. Can I just stop you? I think it's time for your turn as well, you know. Actually, before you let's hang on a minute. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Just hold that.
Yeah.
Hold that.
Okay.
While I get your dinner.
Yeah.
It's just over here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold that for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
Just one minute. Are you sure?
What's going on
I
here?
don't know. What's this? Is it time for dinner? Oh, let's get done.
Right.
Come on, dinner. Oh.
I'll wash up.
Through the following lockdown days, Snow began to change her ways.
She cooked and cleaned and pulled her weight. She started to appreciate the kindness of the 7 brothers and learned what she could do for others.
Oh, Mirror, I'm so worried about Snow. I was much too hard on her, and I'm starting to think she'll never come back.
Oh dear, you were only trying to help her. Oh, she's a brat. If she got eaten by wolves in the forest, that's her own fault.
You're a magic mirror, aren't you? Can you show me where she is?
We can try. have her off the phone.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, look, here she is. Oh, she looks well. She's having dinner with some very small men. Oh, look, what's this? She's been doing some baking. Very nice. It doesn't say where she is, though.
Why don't you ask the huntsman? He can track down any living thing.
Yeah, and when he finds her, he can punish her for being so naughty.
No, I mean he could check on her welfare. Tell you how to get there. Maybe it would be a good idea if you went to visit her.
That's a very good idea. I'll do just that.
No, wait a minute. I heard a different version of this story. I heard that the wicked stepmother, who doesn't seem all that wicked to me, sent the huntsman into the woods with Snow White to kill her for being too pretty. But then he let her go, and that's how she came to be lost in the woods in the first place. But you're saying that Snow White just ran off in a strop all by herself, and the huntsman was sent to check if she was okay.
Exactly. Another wild Facebook status. That's how the youth these days update us. Overstated personal dramas. We mustn't let such tales alarm us. The huntsman set off straight away to check that Snow White was okay.
It's behind you.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
So what if it is?
Latest advice from the Fennel and Mint Committee has led to new legislation approved by Parliament this evening. There is to be a curfew in force for the next 3 weeks. All citizens must remain in their homes between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Emma, just nursing you about, my lady. Thank you. Hello?
Oh, he expecting a delivery?
No, I couldn't get a Tesco slot for 3 weeks.
Who's there?
Who are you?
I've come to see Snow White and her stepmom. May I come in?
Is it legal to let him in at the moment?
What day is it?
How many of us are there?
Has she got a mask?
Does her name end with the right letter?
Of course it can come in, my dear. Come on, sit down and have a cup of tea. Sit down.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but did you used to beat Snow with a stick? And did you used to lock her in the cellar and not give her any supper?
Did she threaten? Oh no. Did you threaten her to feed with a dragon?
Do you ride around on a broomstick?
Here you are, my dear. Have a cup of tea. You take sugar in there.
Just milk, thank you.
As they drank tea with jam and bread, the dwarves found out they'd been misled.
Snow said her stepmother, the Queen, was vindictive, cruel and mean. But as they shared this simple meal, they got to know the Queen for real.
Her deep concern for her stepdaughter was the motive that had brought her to their door this winter's night. She was good and kind, and she loved Snow White.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Snow.
What are you doing here?
I came to see how you're doing.
How did you find me?
Well, I've been following you on Facebook, and then I sent the huntsman to track you down.
You had me followed?
I've been worried about you.
Now, Snow White, we've been having tea with your lovely stepmother and getting to know her a little bit, and it seems to me that you haven't been giving us the whole truth. Your stepmother's quite a lovely lady. She's kind and thoughtful, and she's not the mean, vicious.
She always tells me off.
I only wanted the best for you. But maybe I was too harsh, and I'm so sorry for that. You miss your mum a lot, don't you?
I really do. Oh, I know I've been a nightmare to live with. These guys have shown me that. Oh, I'm so sorry.
We interrupt this pantomime with further instructions from the government's Sage and Onion Committee. Groups of more than 6 people gathering indoors must protect themselves and each other by wearing masks and practicing social distancing.
She married well. Princesses do. But let's give credit where it's due. It was the dwarves who changed her life, not becoming someone's wife.
school at the moment.
Does she wear a mask?
That's not mine.
How many of us are
Isn't it what day? Okay, how many of us are there?
I've got to do that again.
It's what day is it? Sorry.
Okay, so...
All citizens must remain in their homes from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m.
What? I say again. What?
How is that what?
Ah.
What? What?
That's no problem.
You never do any
Oh,
washing
that's the
up.
one, isn't it? Is that the right one?
But it is.
We're
But
across the
somebody else is before me.
What?
I think Grumpy's got something to say.
It was not started, sorry. You didn't say that this is start.
What? And you never cook us our dinner!
And we want you to leave.
No, you are ungrateful. Sorry.
I thought you'd done yours wrong. So
No, I am free. Ungrateful and late. You do never washing up.
you've made a terrible mess of our house.
You never cook our dinner!
You do any washing up. Oh, it's the same.
Hang on.
Washing up and cleaning and